Welcome back, family and friends, and thanks to the new subscribers and everybody who's watching my video and sharing it. I really appreciate the love. One of the best thing ever happened today. I mean, lately, and to my beloved country, you know, um, my we say in French, pays natal, and where I was born actually. So I want to say I'm really excited for what's happening, what's going on, and I've been talking about this forever. Made a song about it and all that. Rape in Liberia. Some of you were people were asking about what's the safety and things like that in Liberia. You know, how's all these things going on in Liberia, and now I uh, found out lately that even the chief of staff of Liberia, I won't be saying people name too much on here. I don't want to, but I believe he's a great man just by bringing this up. He said that he's trying to push this where, you will get the death penalty if you found guilty of rape in Liberia. And even in the army and all that, because during the Civil War, a lot of people got raped by military people and by rebels and, by groups that had guns and some weak people that could just take advantage of women and kids, and people got raped a lot in the Civil War, and there's a whole lot of things that we don't want to talk about, and we need to address these situations, and that's the only way our country can move forward. So people need to accept the fact and talk about these things, so I'm so excited really that a guy in command could come up with something like that. That's really great. We can only talk about it, but we don't really know how it feels to be raped. Some people, like somebody like me, I don't really know. I'm not a woman, and we would say men get raped and all that stuff, but it's a different thing, when it comes to, I won't say it's a different thing, but it's painful. It's deeper than you can think when it comes to a woman who's been violated and abused, especially what she sees so um um I don't know what to say when it comes to this. Her her worth, her value, it lies on that. You violating a woman, it messes up her life, or a little girl. It messes up her life. It messes her up for life, like in so many ways you just don't understand. Psy- Psychologically, mentally, whatever way you want to put it. It's a sad thing. It's I don't think people like that should live. People that would hurt a woman or a little girl that cannot help herself. It's sad. It's the saddest thing ever. And I pray people like that should not be living among us. Really. Who am I to judge people? We all have sinned and fall short of the law, of the glory of God, or whatever divine law. Is not acceptable to violate a person, private personal space or body or anything. You should not be putting your hands on people, touching people without their consent. Even when they give you a consent at a certain age, that's illegal. You cannot do that. So people need to face reality. People need to step up and talk about these things and be responsible in our society and talk about rape. Rape is crazy in Liberia. It's high and every day is going up. We need to address these things. Maybe some of us that who got money need to start putting money on people's head and they'll get serious. Even if the law don't pass it, I'm not saying that we should go and 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 forget the law and just take matters in our hands. But if we see that the government is not going about fixing this problem, maybe we need to stop putting money on people's head. When we got a rapist, put some money on his head and disappear. Maybe we're gonna start doing it like the mob or whatever, since that's how people want to go about it. But I'm not saying we should do that. I'm just saying it gets to the point where people start thinking like that because there's no solution to a problem or to the problem that we are facing. I watched a video the last time this guy raped a little girl and he said she wanted it. Imagine that. A baby is passing with some selling or whatever. You never know their situation. You never know what the family is going through or whatever. You should not. get into that situation. You should never put yourself into that situation. You should never do that as a man. If you call yourself a man, you should never violate a woman or rape a woman or forcefully get into a woman private or personal space and all that. You should stay the F out of there. Really. It's nothing to play with. It's a whole lot of that went on during the Civil War. We cannot keep living like that. So in this video, I know few people watch these videos that I post up, and it's really serious. It's something that I'm not joking about. I need to inform people that's trying to go to Liberia. You may not get hurt or not be bothered because you're a foreign nationality or whatever, nationals or whatever, and you probably got protection and all these things. But some of these things will drive tourists away because when they check and they see rape and all that, so our government need to step in. Previous government maybe haven't done anything about it, but our current government or maybe the government to come can really look into that. That will really help our people, our generation, our future. You know, I'm not really a guy always want to talk about politics on here, and I promise not to really do that. But we all politically kind of connected in a way where we got to talk about it. But like I said, I won't really get into politics. But mainly, rape is a serious crime in Liberia, and people overlook it. Some people get raped, and they come to the family and talk about it. Or let's just fix it, and let bad gun be bad gun, and we fix it and they give the family some money and you forget it. Don't ever think you're gonna do that to me. If you ever rape somebody that I know and come to me and say let bad gonna be done. People need a rapist. It's a rapist. They always follow that. They don't want to stop it. It's something that they used to. It's a habit that is not really a habit, but it's part of them. It's a drive that they're gonna keep doing. Most rapists end up raping again, raping. It's something that keeps occurring. Like we need to take it really serious. And I support the Major General Prince Charles Johnson for what he said. I support it. It makes a whole lot of sense. When you go hard on something, they squash it. They stop it. If you introduce the death penalty for rapists, it's gonna slow down. And the same thing goes to people who lie against the guy or the female that they about who lies on the defendant or whatever should be punished too. They should probably get a death penalty too, or maybe go to jail for life, maybe. Because if you accusing somebody that they're gonna kill them for that, you should probably get that same penalty because you almost killed somebody. So when they find that you a liar, you should get the death penalty too. If we putting it on the board like that, I'm not saying that it should because people will accuse people falsely. We should know that both ways. But it's a serious crime. We need to take charge of that. We need to handle that problem. If not, tourism and women, and we got women in the government. We got the vice president, which is a woman. We have the previous president, which was a woman. And we got a whole lot of women over here, not because you don't get touched, so you think that it's okay to just ignore the situation. I'm not saying they are ignoring it, but I'm saying it's something that we all need to stand up to. If you sleep with a girl without her consent, that is rape. You sleep with your wife without her consent, that's rape. If you sleep with an underage girl, that's rape. If you sleep with somebody, just it doesn't have to be a girl. People get raped either way. Like men, women, everybody get raped, but people hide it. Our society in Liberia or our culture, people hide rape a lot because they don't want to be stigmatized by that rape. She got raped or he got raped. People are afraid to say that. But it's a lot of things. Big people in the governments and I heard that people do rape people and they hide it. They don't want to say it because they notice that they don't have money to fight cases like that. And the judges and top bosses and all that in the country know about these things, but they cannot do anything about it because why? Because these people have money and they got the lawyers and you cannot touch them. They go to jail, they come right back out and all these things. So maybe international community need to look into that and we need to as Liberians start looking more into that and maybe and go take a different approach and look at rape different. But these people think it's okay. They marry babies to grown men, and when people abuse these kids, some people will push their kids into um, uh, older men arms willingly, and these girls get raped. That is sad. That is sick. And whatever help out there we need to call on people, let's do that and try to fix our society because it's sickening. It's sick. It's sad. It's ignorant. It's very ignorant. It's, I mean, I see babies, like babies. Another preacher or whatever, when I was in Liberia, he got arrested for messing with a baby, a little girl, not really baby, baby, but she was a little girl. Put something in her drink and abused her, actually. And they said, oh, she was always going there. She did that a couple of times. It's not the first time. Her family knew about it and all that. A rape is a rape. A man should not sleep with an underage baby little girl. It's sad. You hurting somebody. You damaging her future. No matter what it is, you got kids. You should not do these things. Liberians, we need to educate our people. We need to educate ourselves. We need to tell our people that this is rape. We need to start teaching that in school. I think by now they are, but we need to emphasize on it. We need to stress on it. TV, and I was driving through Liberia. I see signs up on the side of the road, no rape, say no to rape, and all these things. It's not enough. We need to push it more. I think it's really great that the chief of staff want to introduce that the death penalty and it's going to make people stop. When one or two people get killed, it will slow down. I'm telling you, because Africa loves hard hands. It's just reality. So that's one of the big issues in Liberia. If you ask me, one of the issues in Liberia when it comes to, female safety and all that, I will tell you that it's not good to walk around at night where anywhere, matter of fact, in America, anywhere, but Liberia is worse. It's not okay to walk around just being thinking that you're safe, you're gonna call the police and they're gonna show up. That's not true. 911 go to voicemail. I made a song. If you listen to it, I said 911 go to voicemail in Liberia. I'm not gonna sit here and diss my country. I love my country. I tell people that. Everybody around me know that. It's all about Liberia, 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 Liberia. Because I see a lot of potential in that country. I see a lot of great things in that country. And I told people, don't ever think I would be a politician. Nobody on here should even think about it. I would never be a politician in Liberia. I would never participate in any of those. I promise you that. So I'm not trying to do none of those. Don't even be, maybe scared or whatever to say, oh, did this guy, maybe he's kind of little this and this and that. I think he's gonna run tomorrow to be something. Never that. I love my freedom. I love being by myself. I love, doing things that I like. And politics is the least thing on my list. So I want to really stress on this thing, like, you know, really put some power into it. Let's teach people, let's educate people on rape. Some people don't even know that you can rape your wife. That's rape. I'm not saying you should or you could. No, I'm saying you, as a person, you could really be raping your wife without knowing you're raping her, without her consent. That's rape. That's what I'm trying to say. So without an individual consent, you just forcing them or doing something like that, that's rape. I heard a guy tell me one time, oh, you got to tussle with them. You got to force them. And, sometimes they come, they want it, but they act like they don't want it. I tell you, get out of my room, please. If you didn't come here for that, hey, if I really want to sleep with you and you don't want it, can you please get out of my room? You don't have to be here. Like be nice with it, be gentle. You don't have to go and force somebody. And sometimes a woman will tell you yes, but she's not really willing. So you got to be careful too. Either way, it's a whole lot of things around rape, man. It's hard to understand. I don't sleep. When I was growing up, I never used to sleep with women when they act drunk or they're drunk, or you tell me, oh, I'm drunk, I'm tipsy, or I just want to F right now. Nah, I'm not doing that. No woman will ever tell you that I did that to her. No woman. No woman will ever come up and say, oh, I rape her. Never. And I say with my eyes wide open and looking into this camera, I never ever did that. Real talk. So thank God for the education that they put in me that, and just knowing that I think a woman should come on to me instead of me going on to her. That's my belief. It makes it more comfortable for me to do anything with a woman. So thanks for watching. Share this video, man. And anything, just ask questions and stuff like that.